Hello everyone, my name is Jaden, and welcome back to that one skyship that decided to blow up and is now falling down to the ground in extremely slow motion. Like slow. Today we're going to be talking about Black Widow. It came out a couple of days ago on Disney Plus with its premiere access thing. It's stupid. And, also in theaters. I saw it in theaters. It's directed by Kate Shortland. It's 2 hours and 18 minutes. And it's a prequel because, spoiler alert, she dies. What? Yeah, no, one of the biggest, common criticisms was that you're making a movie on someone after they die? That's not how it works. Well, it's like Marvel The Living Dead. I wouldn't watch that. That absolutely sounds terrible. I'm shifting around my hair because it's absolutely terrible. We're going like this for the next 2 minutes. It stars Scarlett Johansson, the cop from Stranger Things. Let's see. Florence Pugh, I don't know what else she's been, and Rachel Weisz. She was in The Mummy. I haven't seen any. Oh, she was in Oz the Great and Powerful. Anyways, so basically the plot is that in Ohio 1995, there was Natasha and then her sister Yelena. They basically get sent away to a slave camp, and by their parents, played by David Harbour and whatever her name is that was in The Mummy. And basically, and they jump to 25 years later. I think it's right before Civil War. It's 2016. Yeah, right before Civil War, or maybe right afterward. I'm not sure, but not much important happens. My biggest criticism with this film is that the second act it meanders a lot. Okay, we're going like this now. It meanders a lot. It's very slow and boring. There's a lot of sit-down talking, but that's usually very pensive and stuff, but it's not even compelling, good stuff. It's just a lot of sit-down, hey. It's a lot of sit-down exposition. They definitely don't utilize the show don't tell, because Marvel has these millions of dollars that they could create a good sequence with, and they decide to just throw it off to the sidelines, and it kind of just ruins the whole thing. And I loved David Harbour in Stranger Things, but in this film, I don't know if it was improv, but poorly written script if it wasn't improv, and if it was, they could have cut some stuff out. I mean, would I rather have this movie, which is about 2 hours without the credits, a shorter movie where it's filled with explanation, but it doesn't meander or anything, or I would totally be fine if it went on for an extra 30 minutes, if it just made sense. And the forced exposition just gives stuff about their past. It doesn't explain what's going on now, and I don't know if this was just me and everyone else got it, or I'm just going crazy. I don't know. I just don't think it's a good movie. It doesn't even look good. It wasn't even good cinematography. At least The Lion King or Mulan, the remakes, they looked beautiful, even though they weren't the best. But this one, it doesn't even look good. It doesn't even have good cinematography. How do you ruin that? And they did some cool things, but I feel like the sister should have died, because then that means, since this is a Black Widow solo movie, we know she dies in Endgame. Oh yeah, did I mention, spoiler alert, she dies in Endgame, but, the sister should have died. They all should have died. This is a spoiler review. I don't know why. The explosion at the ending, it's just a whole, like, definitely could have done, like, a whole Widow Army thing if they went on for an extra 20 minutes of, cinematic runtime, subtracting the credits. Yeah, so let's see. It's about 2 hours without the credits. 2 hours, yeah. 2 hours without the credits, so it'll be about 2.5 hours worth of real movies. And then just another 10-20 minutes of the credits because they're long like that. It would be 2 hour, 50-minute runtime listed on Google. It's just, they definitely should have done like a Widowed Army or anything because it's just setting up all the stuff and it's like, oh, you're gone already. It's just a bunch of stupid stuff. This versus Fast 9, which it actually feels like a Fast and Furious film. I definitely considered comparisons between this and Fast 9. But would I prefer that one or this one? I don't know. They're both to par. But at least this one, it had Scarlett Johansson, who's really great. She was in Marriage Story, a movie with Black Widow and Kylo Ren. Never thought that would mix. It was just not fun. It wasn't even like fun stupidity. It was just a bunch of stupid stuff. It wasn't funny. They overused their Marvel comic relief. This movie felt like it was DCEU before Shazam. That was a good movie. But yeah, this one was just not good. It was boring. The music was cool, I guess, but that was like end credits, battle sequences. And then there's a stupid joke like, oh, she's a poser. It's just a bunch of stupid stuff, but they never tell us why or how he got into prison. No, they just meander around the topic. Yeah, Black Widow, if they should have made a solo movie before, so they could have done like a Captain America or Iron Man trilogy. I don't know. But yeah, I give up. This movie wasn't fun. If you don't know my rating system, Trophy is a 9.5 out of 10 to a 10 out of 10, and a golden ticket is an 8 out of 10 to a 9 out of 10. I kind of did that backwards, actually. But yeah, I give Black Widow, there was no reason to even say that, I give Black Widow 6 out of 10. I only gave it a markup against Fast 9, which was a 5.5 out of 10, because it didn't have Cardi B in it. And that completely marked the whole thing. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. This is my quick review, spoiler review of Black Widow. If you want to see more, the end card's coming up in a little bit. Yeah, so this is on a Friday. That means I'm not having fun. But yeah. I think next week is going to be like watching my old It videos. It's a like like Stephen King It remake thing from like 5 years ago. And then the week after that's Prisoner of Azkaban. The week after that's Fear Street. And then the week after that's Goblet of Fire. Yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching. Stay golden, everyone.